Welcome back, Renegades. Today we have some more gameplay in OP10 with Lakers Croc Combo. All matches will be timestamped in the description. Friendly reminder, if you have not subscribed yet, please do so. It helps the channel tremendously. Alright, let's get into it. Here we have Lakers Croc versus Red Purple Luffy. We're going to go first. So we have two Basils. We're going to mulligan this because we kind of want to see these triggers in life. Alright, get our Dawn, pass it to the opponent. Playing down their Nami Searcher. They did get a Sanji 2K counter. Has to get back to us. I think we're going to go 8K into life burst. I was going to play down the blocker, but I want to at least... They're only a 3 life leader. I want to pressure at least the first swing. See if we can eat some of these cards. I don't want them getting too many cards in hand. So 8 into 6. They only need a couple counter here. And they are purple Straw Hat. So they do have access to Gum Gum Giant. So they did get rid of the Sanji. They just got to give us one more counter. King do. Alright. We'll just pass it over. 6 in. We're going to give him the 2K. Another 6K swing. Okay. We're just going to counter again with Satori. Alright. So we're going to go 7 into life with our leader. Forcing a 2K. Worth a counter out of hand. Okay. And then we're going to play down our blocker and pass turn. So we have a couple Kikanojos. We have a Satori and we have Crocodile. We have 7 Dawn next turn. We have yet to see any O Come My Ways. They're going to go 5 in. Okay, so we're going to use card action here, go Dawn 1 so we can ramp. We're going to take this hit. No trigger, because I want to keep the O Come My Way. This is going to be a 9K swing into life, which we're going to take. No trigger. Now we got some options here. We are going to use our blocker to pressure the Nami, just to get it off the field. We don't want them having multiple bodies. 6K swing is hard enough to deal with. So 8 Dawn here. We are going to go... I like to play Kikanojo and Basil Hawkins just to have options. But I think right now we're going to use the Basil down. And then I'm going to pressure a 9K swing. Should have went... Actually, I could have went... No, I'm going 8. I should have went 9. But it didn't matter. Alright, so we're going to fast turn. We do have the O Come My Way. So 1 Dawn open. We can trash a life if they swing into us. So Newgate's pretty good. They're going to be able to KO something. We're going to use card action here. That's the only attacker they have. So we're going to say no block, and then we're going to use the O Come My Way into the Basil. And now we're going to trash their life. They can still use... Oh, this isn't the Newgate. This is a different Newgate. Okay. We are going to play down the Croc, so we can gain a life. And now we'll have some filtering options as well. So this is going to be an 8K body, so there's nothing we can do about it this turn. So we're just going to have to pass turn. We could have pressured. Maybe the correct answer was to pressure instead of playing the Crocodile. Maybe we just played down a Kikanojo and then pushed in. Alright, so we're going to use the card action here to go Dawn 1. We draw to filter out, trash Kikanojo. So 10 in. We're just going to take this hit. No trigger. Rush. This is the Luffy that takes an extra turn. So they're going to have a 7K swing. We will counter out of this. Basil. I like it for the Basil. I'm going to use the counter. I want to make sure I have counters because that was just their extra turn. Or that was their regular turn. Now they're on to their extra turn. So 12 in. Use card action. We're going to filter a little bit. Use card action. 12 and 5. We got to take this. Maybe. They're only going 7. Now we'll counter. Blocker down. Okay. We're going to play Deshery. Looking for some counter power. We're going to grab the 0 drop event and a Basil. That 12K swing's pretty good. I mean, we could try to attempt to pressure it one time. 7 Dawn left. I think we're going to play down a Kikanojo this time. We're going to go 9 into our leader. 9 into life here, 9 into 6. If you want to use this block or counter out, because they have no open Dawn. We're going to use your blocker. And we'll pressure 8 into life. Okay, using up cards out of hand. Good. Alright, pass it over. We do have a blocker here, so we'll see. Hopefully, maybe this might be... This is an O Come My Way. That's great, because we can use it on the Kikanojo. But they're already ramped back up. That's pretty good. So 12 into life here. We're going to filter. There's the O Come My Way. We're going to trash the Croc. Then we're going to say no block. Use that trigger. Nice. Get rid of the Basil. So we just gain a life because we can do the O Come My Way. We still have a blocker here. They're going to push a lot in. That's fine. We're going to say no block here. We're going to use the Yo Come My Way, forcing the Kikinojo, so we gain a life. They have 2 Open Dawn, saving a Gum Gum Giant, which I do believe they got earlier. Alright, so we're going to go in for 14, forcing a 9k worth of counter. Gum Gum Giant. Okay, Gum Gum Giant's out of the way, which is good. So they were able to counter out of that, which is great for them. So now we're going to pressure a 7k. Unfortunately, it's a 6k leader, so they only need a 2. Okay, and now we're going to put the last 2 on our leader, and we'll pressure another 7. They should be able to, they probably counter out of this. So 1, you give us another 1k. Nope, we got it. Good game. Here we have Lakers Croc versus Hody Jones. We're going to mulligan this. Bunch of 2ks. Get our Dawn past turn. Cammy, the searcher for them. They're going to get a Vanderdecken. We're just going to go 8k into life. Alright, they took that first hit. Let's pass turn. Another Cammy down for them. So they get a Jinbei. It's a promo one. On play, rest one of your opponent's characters with a cost 1 or less. 2k basically. They're going to go 8k here. We'll take this hit. Over to us, we're at 5 Dawn, so we will play down our blocker. And then we'll put 2 on leader and pressure a 7k swing. Okay. Fast turn. Going to use Hody's effects so they can't take life, and they are going to rest our blocker. Then they're going to play down Vanderdecken. It's pretty good. And they still have 4 Dawn open. They can play something if they wish, or they can Dawn up a Cammy. So I think next turn we're going to play down the Nico Robin. So this is a 6k. We're going to give him that 2k we have hiding in here. Over to us. So we're going to play down our Nico Robin, trashing their life. And then we are going to go 6 into life, forcing that 2k out of hand. There it is. Alright, pass turn. Definitely would like to see a no come my way so we can get these Kikinojos down and do a little bit of comboing. So they're going to play down Straw Sword, which will rest our character. Hammond, the blocker. 9 into 6 here. We could save it. I think we might. 9, and then we'll give them that counter. We're at 9 Dawn now, so we're going to go 7 into life with our Nico Robin. Then we're going to play down a Kikinojo. And we're going to pressure a 9k swing. And pass turn. Alright, playing down a Law blocker. Putting Vanderdecken back in hand. Replaying Vanderdecken. That's pretty good. Trashing the Nico Robin. That's pretty good. 3 on Cammy, going 5 into life. We're going to take this. We're going to use a trigger. We got to trash a card. We're going to trash Kikinojo. Just wanted a couple more counter cards in hand here. So 7k swing, we're going to take this as well. No trigger. We do have the Come My Way now, which is great. We have to get past this blocker. So we're going to go 8 into life. See if they want to use the blocker. Or give us a couple 2ks out of hand. Oh, alright. So they miscountered here. Which we know now they're going to use their blocker here. So I want to make sure... 2, 3, alright. We're going to go 7 with our leader. See if they want to use their blocker. Okay. And now we're going to play down our double blockers Miss Wednesday. Passing turn. This way we can use the Yo Come My Way. When they attack, we'll be able to activate some Dawn. We still have 1 life. Hody Jones coming down, resting our blockers. That's really good. So they'll get a 5k swing if they want out of the Cammy, or they can go 8. They're just going to go 5. So we're going to use this effect here. And we'll use it again. Ready some Dawn. We're going to say no block. Take that hit. Going 5 here. We're going to say no block and give him a counter. 6, no block, counter. No block. We're going to Come My Way into the Kikinojo. Gain a life. So they have no blockers. And we got it. Alright, good game. Lakers Croc versus Reiju. We're going to go first. We're going to keep this. Get our Dawn. Passing it over to the opponent. They're going to play down Little Reiju. Back to us. We're just going to pressure a 5k swing. And then we're going to play down our blocker and pass turn. Playing down the Kingdom. Reiju's a pretty good deck. They did get some support in OP10. And I believe they get some next set too. Do we want to block this? We're going to take this hit. Play down Black Maria. Doing a little ramping. Alright, over to us. 6 Dawn. We're going to play down Desherie, trying to find some trigger cards. We're going to grab a Robin and a Frankie. We're going to just go 8k into life with our Croc. Fast turn. They're going to activate the Kingdom, getting a Ichi. Big swing into life using card action here. 9, do we want to counter? Can we counter? Yeah, we're going to counter. We're going to say no block, and we're going to go 8, 10. Little chopper. So they do have a blocker here. We're at 9 Dawn. We're going to use our Kid, trashing their life. Then we're going to go 6 into life, forcing a 2k out of hand. They have 8 cards, so. Alright, pass turn. Filtering out a Kikinojo. So using the Kingdom here, getting Reiju. Okay, they're going to play down Judge, which is pretty good. They can be able to bring them all back. There's Ichi. Reiju. Trashing little Ichi for big Ichi. Going 6 into life, we're going to use our leader effect here. So 6, no block, we're going to 2k out. 7, we'll take. We're going to use the trigger here, just to say that this guy can't attack. But this guy just came in, so. Alright, over to us. They still have a blocker. We need to get through. So we're going to go 11, forcing that last life or the blocker, or pretty much their entire hand. I'm going to go 9 into life, forcing some cards out of hand. And then we're going to play down Basil, and then filtering out a Kikinojo. We still have 2 life. We're going to be able to get a Dawn back, so we have potential of surviving this hit. 7 into life using our leader effect. We're going to counter this one, because we have Judge coming, and not including if we get another Ichi with Rush. We have a blocker, though. Alright, so this is Sanji from OP10. This is one of the new support cards they got. It's like a searcher for them. And they got Ichi, little Ichi, which is good for them, because then they can... Nope, they don't have little one. Or they don't have big one, so... Alright, so 7 here. We're going to take this, but no trigger. It'll come my way. Like, the Basil is no good to use that as a combo, but we can push it. No block, so we'll counter that one. We can push it into the 9-drop. Alright, so Porsche. They didn't find anything, but they can still play Ichi. Do they have big Ichi? I don't think they did. I could be wrong. Nope, we got it. Lakers Croc versus Starter Deck 7 Big Mom. I'm going to mulligan this. We had a bunch of 2Ks, but nothing really else going on, so we want to have some options. Alright, it's been a hot minute since I've seen this card. Dawn 2, when attacking, you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life area to your hand. If your life is at 2 or less, you may place 1 card from your hand at the top of your life. So we're going to get our Dawn and just pass it to the opponent. Putting. They get a Katakuri. Alright, over to us. We're going to just go poke for 5. And then we'll play down our blocker. Against yellow decks, we don't want to put our blocker in danger of the triggers. Heyori, okay. So they put a card that they know on top of their life. So this is going to be a good trigger for them. So if they attack, we're going to go Dawn 1. Can get a Dawn as active. So we should be able to go 6 and then trash it with Nico Robin on our turn. Another Heyori. So where are they taking it from? They took the bottom life. Alright, so they know what their next 2 life are. So we're going to use card action here. We're going to go Dawn 1. And then no block. We'll take this hit. Yeah, I'm going to use the Satori here. Just to apply another body down. So I'll have to do Robin. No, I can attack first. Alright, so 6 Dawn. We're going to poke 5. They set their top 2 life, so they know what they are. So whatever this one is, they get the trigger from it. Alright, Beiji blocker. It's pretty good. Now we're going to play down Nico Robin, trashing whatever. Ha, Beiji. Nice. So they got the Sanji blocker from life. That's pretty good. All right, we're just gonna poke another 5 in. Get a card out of hand. Nope, they took the hit. All right, fast turn. All right, so now they're gonna be able to start using her ability, making 7K swings, and let's see, add a card from the top bottom of your life. So they get to basically change out life cards. They don't really gain life. Add a card from your top or bottom of your life to your hand, then put whatever trigger they want here. It doesn't gain them a life. Alright, so here's the category with Rush. Since they have less life, they can look at their life or ours. They chose look at ours, and they moved to the bottom. So whatever this is, they don't want us having it right away. It's probably a card with no counter. Alright, so 7K swing here. We're probably going to take this one, to be honest with you, because there's no other swing they got going on. So I took their top life, and they're going to put another card from their hand back into their life. We're going to use the card action just so we can ramp a little bit. 7 in, we're just going to take. They have one blocker. There's 6K here, which we can counter with a 2K. So they have one blocker. They got 6 cards in hand. We did get that, which isn't great for what we're doing. So we're going to play down Nami. We're going to get rid of the Basil Hawkins to get rid of their Sanji blocker. That seemed like a pretty good move. And then we'll go 7 with Satori into life. See what that last life was for him. You're the one who should disappear, so they just gained another life. We're going to go 8 into this category. And then we'll just pressure a 5K swing into life. Alright, we're just going to pass turn. So we have 2 life still. They're not really pressuring much on the board. They're at 8 Dawn, so they could drop the 8 drop Katakuri, the Lin as well. I think we're just going to give them a life. Do we give them a life, or do we trash one? Well, they can't really... We're just going to trash a life. We're going to trash one, because they only have... They can't manipulate their life, because they only have 1 Dawn left. The only swing they have is Lin, so it's a 6K, which we'll counter out. Then we have so much pressure coming back on their turn. If they go here, we just counter. We'll protect our board, just so we have more bodies to pressure back. So we're going to use card action here. And then we're going to say no block and 2K. Over to us. So we are just going to go 7. Alright, they didn't get a trigger here. Alright, so go 13. And we still have a 6 and a 5. We got it. Lakers Croc versus Whitebeard. We have the O Come My Way, Kikinojo blocker. We're going to keep. Playing down an Izo for themselves. Grabbing a Jozu. Over to us. We're just going to get 2 Dawn and pass back. So we did draw the Nico Robin. If they're not below 3 by the time we can deploy it. Alright, so Makino coming down. Probably making this a 5K swing. 6. Alright. Unfortunately, we don't have any 2Ks. We're going to take this first one. And they have a 7K if they want it here, which we'll end up taking. Definitely applying some pressure. So we're going to play down a Kikinojo. And then we're just going to take out this. Should take out the Makino first, but it's okay. 6 in. We're going to have to do some countering here. So 1, 2. Man, this build is applying the pressure. No block. No trigger. Alright, we're at 6 Dawn now, so we are going to play down Kikinojo. Go 6 into life, forcing a card out of hand. 6 into life, forcing them to block, use a counter. Pass turn. So we're going to be able to at least gain a life from the O Come My Way. Or not. Alright, so 6 in, we're going to use the counter out that way. 7, probably should have done it the other way. We're going to say no block, and we're going to use the O Come My Way onto this Kikinojo. So we gain a life. I have a 6K we have to take. No trigger on that. We're going to use our Croc so we can gain some life. We're going to go 6 into life. We're going to pass turn. This version was applying the pressure. Crazy. Use card action. Filter a little bit. Select card to trash. We are going to end up having to trash the kid. 6, no block, 2K. This is a big swing here. So 7, 2, 1, 8 at take. Gonna use the trigger here so we can filter a little bit. So it's gonna be an AK on our turn. So it's a lot of damage to apply. Plus they have all this. All right. So first off, we want to have a blocker down just in case. This is an 8K body. So 9. We're gonna go 9 into this rusted ace, forcing 4K worth of counter out. I'll go 7 into this ace, forcing a counter. And then we're going to go 9 into life. All right, we're just end turn there. We have 1 life. We have 5K worth of counter. We have a blocker. If we can get a no come my way through a filter or the last life, we could use it on Kikinojo to gain an additional life. That's pretty good. The ace and then the new gate can KO the blocker if they put 2 Dawn on it. Oh, they didn't even target the blocker. Okay. So Nami coming down. Kikinojo's at 3, Croc's at 6. So we're going to filter first. Got that. We're going to end up trashing. I think we have to trash this one, unfortunately. Use the card action to get Dawn back. No block. Counter. 7. So we have to use a block here, because if not... No, wait, they didn't do that. They didn't give it minus. Okay. We're going to say no block, and we're just going to give them the last bit of counter we have in hand. 10. We're going to take this hit. No trigger. We want to be able to find some options. All right. See what we can do here. It'll come my way. And 2K. 6K body. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go 9. Forcing 4K worth of counter out of hand. But with 2 open Dawn, it could be Red Hawk, maybe? Divine Departure. That's a pretty good one. Radical Beam's more likely. Red Beam, yep. Let's go 9 again. Let's go 9 one more time. All right, they had the counter. All right, fast turn. Unfortunately, this is not looking good, guys. They have 3 cards in hand. They got some big bodies. We have 1 blocker. This was not the proper way to go about this, guys. Knowing I have the blocker, that's weird. We're going to filter first. Get rid of this top knot. Use card action. And then we're going to use our blocker. So 7. We can counter this. This becomes a 5K. I think we're all right. So we're going to go no block. 2, 1. Opponent's giving up the GG. See what they're going to do here. So 6 in. No block. Oh, come my way. Kikinojo. Surprised they didn't use that to at least apply. All right, we got it, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.